Karen cut my fuel line. Within 22 minutes, military police surrounded her lawn.
Karen cut my fuel line. Military police swarmed the scene. You know that saying, play stupid games, win stupid prizes? Yeah, Karen just earned herself a Lifetime Achievement Award. I'm Cam Torres. I've done 2 tours overseas, spent a decade in the Army, and I don't rattle easy. But the day Karen sliced the fuel line on my Humvee, I saw red, like I was back in Kandahar. We live in Jefferson Hills, a quiet, uniform kind of suburb where people mostly wave and move on. After active duty, I transitioned into base logistics work, and the Army let me bring home a decommissioned Humvee for a Veterans Parade project. It's restored, street legal, and proudly parked in my driveway next to a flag I fly daily and a sign that reads, "Proud Army Vet. We don't back down." Apparently, that rubbed Karen the wrong way. She moved in across the street 6 months ago, all pearls, sunglasses, and an air like she was too good for the rest of us. First thing she did, complained to the city about my war vehicle, claimed it was threatening the neighborhood aesthetic. I tried to be neighborly, explained the history, the fundraiser we were running to restore it, told her it would be part of the Veterans Day parade downtown. She scoffed and said, "So you're just going to use PTSD to justify a lawn ornament?" That was month 2. By month 4, she was harassing my wife about bringing military culture into residential spaces and suggesting we consider something more peaceful, like a hybrid. We ignored her until we couldn't. It was a Saturday afternoon, middle of summer, and I was in the garage sorting supplies for the upcoming parade. I walked out to check the Humvee, routine stuff, and immediately caught the whiff of fuel. Looked underneath, big dark puddle, too big to be a leak. That's when I noticed the clean slice in the fuel line. I froze. My training kicked in. I checked the perimeter, made sure no ignition sources were near, kept my distance, and called it in. Not to 911, but to base command. See that Humvee? It may be decommissioned, but it was on loan through a Department of Defense Vet Honor Program. That makes it technically federal property. 22 minutes later, military police arrived. 3 vehicles, plain black SUVs, no sirens, just tactical silence. They surrounded the block fast. And Karen was watering her lawn, acting like the neighborhood wasn't about to explode. MPS approached her calmly. One asked, "Ma'am, were you near that vehicle this morning?" Karen smiled and said, "That thing, it's an eyesore. Honestly, I should be thanked for trying to get rid of it. I kid you not." She confessed without blinking. When the MP told her she'd likely tampered with protected government property and was now under investigation for federal vandalism, her face went from smug to stunned in under 3 seconds. "But it's just a car," she stammered. "It's in his driveway." "Ma'am," the officer said, "the United States Army does not treat fuel line sabotage as a landscaping dispute." They read her rights right there in her perfectly pruned lawn. Neighbors gathered on the sidewalks, phones out. One guy shouted, "Shoulda gone with the Prius." Karen, I was silent, just watched. My wife stood next to me, arms crossed, no words needed. They detained her on the spot for questioning. She didn't get cuffed, not yet, but she did ride off in the back of the SUV. No sunglasses, no pearls, just a vacant stare. The aftermath? The feds took the vehicle to a secured motor pool for assessment, replaced the damaged line, and because this part still makes me grin, they gave me a replacement loaner Humvee while it was out of commission, even bigger than the first. The whole town laughed for a week. Kids waved at it like it was a parade every morning. Karen, she was put on temporary house arrest while the feds sorted charges. When the final report landed, she was slapped with destruction of government property, plus reckless endangerment because of the fuel spill's proximity to a child's bike left near the driveway. Her HOA presidency bid crashed harder than her logic. She moved out 2 months later. No goodbye, just a hastily packed moving truck and a for sale sign. Neighbors lined up to take selfies in front of it. Me? I still have that second Humvee on rotation, fully restored now. We take it to schools, parades, even weddings. I added a small sticker to the back bumper that reads, Karen's lesson, don't touch what you don't understand. So let me ask you, should tampering with a veteran's vehicle be treated more seriously? Was Karen just clueless, or did she go too far? Comment below.